Hey, what's up everyone? It's your girl Brian Shanae, and today I'm going to be doing my November TBR, so stay tuned.
Every single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day I'm gonna make something.
Alright, so we're back. So yes, I know it's like November 9th right now, 8th, 9th, don't remember the day, sorry. And I may have been late. I may have been late when it comes to my TBR, but I don't think I am because it's still November and it's the 9th. So it's like I'm not late at all. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to try to read at least 5 books this month. Due to the fact that I'm going to be going through a lot of life changes as far as getting a new job and everything, or starting a new job. So my life's going to be more hectic, but I'm going to try to at least read 5 books this month, which is the max that I usually read a month. So hopefully I can get to it. But let's go ahead and let me introduce you to the first book. So this first book I got in the an Owl Crate box, and I think it was Ruthless Royals. I forget, I don't remember. I'll leave the link up above when it comes to that unboxing. But I have Mirage. This is by Samai Dodd. This is also of course the Owl Crate exclusive cover of the book. The original book is more purple and this is more black with little purple embellishments, but it is Mirage. I also did a little synopsis for you, but I'll go ahead and read it again just in case you haven't seen my unboxing video. And it says, her own face was the enemy. In a world dominated by the brutal Vathic Empire, 18-year-old Amani is a dreamer. She dreams of what life was like before the occupation, of writing poetry, of receiving a sign from Diha that one day she, too, will have adventure and travel beyond her isolated moon. But when adventure comes for Amani, it is not what she expects. She is kidnapped by the regime and taken in secret to the royal palace, where she discovers that she looks nearly identical to the cruel half-Vathic princess Miram. The princess is so hated by her conquered people that she requires a body double, someone to appear in public as Miram, ready to die in her place. As Amani is forced into her new role, she knows she is a prisoner in all but name. Even so, she can't help enjoying the palace's beauty and her time with the princess's fiancé, Idris. But the glitter of the royal court belies a world of violence and fear. If Amani ever wishes to see her family again, she must play the princess to perfection, because one wrong move could lead to her death. So I'm really looking forward to this. When it mentions the moon, this is also a sci-fi book as well when it comes to the moons, because I was looking at it and I was like, oh, it is a sci-fi, and I don't mind doing sci-fi at all. So I'm very interested in reading this book, especially the premise of it seems really interesting, how Amani has to pretty much play as the Princess Miriam. So I'm super excited to finally get into this. It seems like a pretty quick read, so I should be getting through this really fast. So this is the first book, or one of the books that I'll be reading this month. The next book that I'll be reading, this came out of my Shelf Love unboxing, which I'll leave up above if you want to get a glimpse of that video. And this book is also an exclusive cover, and it is Grim Lovelyz by Megan Shepherd. I'm really looking forward to reading this. I know there have been some reviews out there that people just did not like this book, but I'm going to give it a go because this is the first book that I'm going to be reading this year, where I'm going to be reading in Paris. As you can see, this beautiful cover, by the way. But yeah, I'm super excited. I'll go ahead and read the synopsis for you, like I said, if you don't get a glimpse of my unboxing. And let's go ahead and begin. It says, 17-year-old Anouk envies the human world, where people known as pretties lavish fast cars and high fashion on themselves and have the freedom to fall in love. But Anouk can never have those things because she is not really human. Enchanted from animal to human girl and forbidden to venture beyond her familiar Parisian prison, Anouk is a beastie destined for a life surrounded by dust bunnies and cinders, serving Mata Victoria, the evil witch who spelled her into existence. That is, until one day she finds her mistress murdered in a pool of blood, and Anouk is accused of the crime. But the world she always dreamed of is rife with danger, pursued through Paris by the underground magical society known as the Hot. Anouk and her fellow beasties have only 3 days to find the real killer before the spell keeping them human fades away. If they fail, they will lose the only lives they've ever known. But if they succeed, they could be more powerful than anyone ever bargained for. Prepare to be spellbound by the world of grim Lovelyz, where secrets have been long buried, friends can become enemies, and everything, especially humanity, comes at a price. So I am really excited to read this, like super excited. And as you can see, it's a quick read as well. So I'm definitely excited to get in this. If you haven't read this book, please, or if you have read this book, please let me know down below just to give me a heads up. Don't spoil me though. But yes, this is the other book that I'll be reading in November. Next book that I'm going to be reading, I read the first 2 books already due to the fact of the movie that was on Netflix, which was To All the Boys I've Loved Before. And so I want to finish it up, finish the 3 books, or the last book this year before the year is out, and that is Always and Forever, Lara Jean by Jenny Han. I'm super excited to read this because I want to know what happens when it comes to Lara Jean and Peter, because this is when they're introduced of going to college and their acceptance letters and all that, and if they'll be able to go to college together and all that craziness, or if it has to be a long distance relationship. So I'm super excited to read this, but I'm so sad that it's going to be ending. So sad. But I love these type of books. They like warm my heart. But let's go ahead and read the synopsis for you. And it says, Lara Jean is having the best senior year, and there's still so much to look forward to. A class trip to New York City, prom with her boyfriend Peter, beach week after graduation, and her dad's wedding to Miss Rothschild. Then she'll be off to college with Peter at a school close enough for her to come home and bake chocolate chip cookies on the weekends. Life couldn't be more perfect. At least that's what Lara Jean thinks, until she gets some unexpected news. Now, the girl who dreads change must rethink all her plans, but when your heart and your head are saying 2 different things, which one should you listen to? So I'm really excited to read this, but you know, like I said, it's going to be sad that I'm pretty much going to be ending my adventure and my cliche romance with Lara Jean and Peter. But you know what? And you know, as long as it's something a happy ending, I'm cool with that. So yeah, I'll be reading this in November. Next book that I'm going to be reading is also from a recent Outcrate unboxing that I did, which I'll leave up above, and the theme for that unboxing was Lost in a Bookstore. And so, if you not have guessed it, here it is, but it is Pride by Ibby's Boy, which is a Pride and Prejudice remix. So I'm really excited to read this, and just look at the cover. It's amazing, and of course, since it's from Outcrate, it's the exclusive cover. But you know what? I really love blue, so I wouldn't mind just getting the regular cover, but it's okay. It's exclusive. And on top of that, look at these end pages. Gorgeous. And on top of that, it is signed, so I can't complain, right? But anyways, I'm super excited to read this. Let me go ahead and read the synopsis for you, just in case you're not going to glimpse at my unboxing for this book. I'm going ahead and give you the lowdown on what this book is about. Okay, let's begin. So it says, Zuri Benitez has pride. Brooklyn pride, family pride, and pride in her Afro-Latino roots. But pride might not be enough to save her rapidly gentrifying neighborhood and from becoming unrecognizable. When the wealthy Darcy family moves in across the street, Zuri wants nothing to do with their 2 teenage sons, even as her older sister Janae starts to fall for the charming Ainsley. She especially can't stand the judgmental and arrogant Darius, yet as Zuri and Darius are forced to find common ground, their initial dislike shifts into an unexpected understanding. But with 4 wild sisters pulling her in different directions, cute boy Warren vying for her attention, and college applications hovering on the horizon, Zuri fights to find her place in Bushwick's changing landscape or lose it all. In this timely update of Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice, critically acclaimed author Ibby Zaboy skillfully balances cultural identity, class, and gentrification against the heady magic of first love in her vibrant reimagining of this beloved classic. Oh my gosh, don't you just want to read this? Like, and it's a short read. Like, look at it, it's really short. You can get through this in a day, and I plan on doing so. But I am so excited to read this, guys. I'm just, yeah. And I love Ibis Boy's first book, which was American Street. That was a great book too. You definitely should check that out too. But Pride, if you like classics and you want to read a classic, more urban, more hood, so to speak, then definitely you should give this a try. But here is the other book that I'll be reading in November. The last book that I'm going to read, I'm definitely going to read this month for sure. It's definitely going to be something I'm going to be reading. Once again, I'm not going to let it slip out of my hands. And that's going to be Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I'm super excited to read this. This is the third book of the Harry Potter books, so I'm really, really, really excited. I have been reading the books since August or September, and I'm really looking forward to reading this book next. And this cover is beautiful. This one is purple. I think the last one, which was Chamber Secrets, was like goldish color. So I'm really excited to reading this. And let's go ahead and read the synopsis for you. But wait, look at that. Look, Sirius Black. But let's go ahead and read the synopsis for you, just in case you haven't read it yet. Or if you have read it, it's always good just to, you know, listen to me. And that's my son trying to talk, just to let you know. But anyways, it says, Harry, swear to me you won't go looking for Black. And that was said by Arthur Weasley. But anyway, it says, for 12 long years, the dread fortress of Azkaban held an infamous prisoner named Sirius Black, convicted of killing 13 people with a single curse. He was said to be a dedicated follower of the Dark Lord Voldemort. I said his name. Now, he's escaped. And the Azkaban guards heard Black muttering in his sleep. He's at Hogwarts. He's at Hogwarts. Is he coming for Harry? Harry Potter isn't safe, not even within the walls of his magical school, surrounded by his friends, because on top of it all, there may be a traitor in their midst. So I am super excited to get up in this book for real, and I'm like, and of course it's thicker than the first books, but it doesn't matter. I'm just so excited to just finally reading Harry Potter and getting with the program, right? But I'm definitely going to be reading it this month, and nothing's going to stop me. So these are all the books that I'm going to read this month in November. And you can't stop me. No one's going to stop me. My kids, they might stop me, but I'm going to still try to read when they're sleeping, you know what I mean? Especially mothers out there, you know what I mean? The best time pretty much to read for us is when the kids is sleeping. Am I right? I am right. And you know I am. But these are all 5 books that I'll be reading. I'm super excited to getting to all of them. If you have already read these books, please let me know down below. Do not spoil me, but just give me a heads up if there's something that I need to look out for. But if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Also hit that subscribe button and that bell so you'll be notified when I upload more videos in the future. But thank you so much, you guys. See ya!